Oh, hello guys. This is my new secondary makerspace where I'm going to install my Cobra, which I want to use for all the really bad filaments like ASA, ABS and such. Yeah, you can see my impressive collection of bamboo filament up on top. Yeah, maybe we got a little bit too excited on that sale, but we also got the PLA panettone there, some other Anycubic PLA. Yeah. My dryer, of course. I have already built up one of those, so I'm actually somewhat familiar. To get out of the box, it's really better to have two persons. It's for one person, it's a little bit hard. It's not from the weight alone, but like the box is a little bit sticking to the thing. So if you have at least somebody else to pull it down, that helps quite a lot. But yeah, let's get in there. Box has suffered a little bit. The other one was dented much more. It's probably not recommended to use a knife here because I think the top plate is there right in the package, but packaging has been quite okay on the other one. So as you can see nothing. I have to get it out by the second, and probably have to got my little helper there to pull the box down, so we'll get it actually out. So that's out. And one thing I have to mention before I forget it, which is quite nice, you can actually use the carry holes on the box. With some modern electronics that's actually not possible for some reason, because people are evil or whatever, but I've seen this often enough, especially with heavy stuff. I actually wanted to rate it, so let's get a scale. So we got 0.8 kilograms for the box. Sorry for it being the wrong way around. And 23.7 for the printer itself. Just scale did work correctly here. Not quite sure about that, but yeah, so like 24.5 kilograms. So not quite 30. Still quite handleable from me at least, but yeah. So here we got the printer in all its glory. The feet are actually super good with keeping it on location. So it's really hard. It's there. Like if it had like something to handle it, it would be nice in the initial setup. But that's like not a common day thing. Still got little ASMR stuff here. The screen is certainly a highlight. The door and covers are plastic, which some people might complain about, but I think from a safety standpoint it's probably wiser than going with glass. The manual is quite nice, like much bigger than the bamboo ones. It's also nice that they have like the yellow thing here for the absolute beginners. How to get the Ace Pro out of the printer. Never be as shiny as now. Okay, let's get the thing out and assemble it. So, and see the steps. You have to remove the screws, which are marked like it's at bamboo. Then get the AMS Pro out on the top, the accessoire box out on the top. Then remove the screws from this protection here and remove that thing. Yeah, same thing, just in Chinese and German. Yeah, so no English. Yeah, screws are already removed. Let's see if we can get this on camera. Out. Some people claimed that the Ace Pro on top can bend the lid. I'm not quite sure about that. I haven't seen a picture so far, but there are like additional feet you can mount on it to prevent that. So that's something to look on. I think like in my other, I have to put it quite on the front, so then that's probably much more likely to happen. Yeah. Here's the box with all the parts, which we can actually get out of the front, despite what the manual says. Here we have all the cables, USB stick, which goes like here, which is also quite nice. It's a really nice USB stick, but I like that solution much better than the SD card, which Bamboo uses. The filament hub, I have an 8 hub on order, which should arrive on Monday. But yeah, let's install this one. Power cable, we have a separate power cord for the AS Pro due to its drying function, and for the printer itself. Spool holder for the back, for the carbon, for the air filter activated carbon. It's like just a generic sack, which is quite nice. Just this nozzle silicone part. Needed that one so far. Signal cables. It's like a spring for the hot end. The one everybody is losing all the time. Here. Let's get all installed. So we're already in the thing. We need to remove that cable binder. Here's the pube chute, which works quite reliable, but yeah. So maybe a minor point, but the screw there in the back is actually a smaller one than the ones in front, which is a little bit unfortunate, but can't be helped, I guess. The spoon holder is not super sophisticated, but it works. Like only grief is that the screws are pretty short, so cannot handle too much weight. Yeah. But yeah, from what I can see, it does work. Some parts locked up in our AS Pro here, the tubing, and I think that's about it. Yes. So the whole thing, as you can see, maybe here, is unlocked to the side. Then we can open it up, and here we got like generous 10 meters of PLA, and really nothing big else here. Something I noticed, which I found a little bit strange, is that the power cords are like on the opposite sides, which in some installations can make some problems. Which I really appreciate is that they actually wrote down the wattage here. That's something missing on most machines. So, but I'm not quite sure if we ever get to the 1500 they're climbing here. But yeah, let's see. So here's the part which is a little bit complicated. That's why I say it. We have to get out those blue tabs here, which is not quite easy. So don't lose them. Then we have to get in our tubing. And if we pull it out a little bit, then we can get the clip back in. I think the clip is necessary because while retracting and pulling on the filament, this thing moves back and forth, and probably without the blue clip, there would be a chance that this whole thing unlocks and that we actually lose the tubing there. So there it goes. At least it didn't go flying as the last time. So the second time around, this is much easier, as you can see. The first time was a real struggle, but now I think I got the hang of it after doing it already once. The clip still won't more time. So we can pull it out and then we can secure it back in. So, perfect. So now we can actually turn it on and start the configuration. I forgot one very important thing, the active carbon filter. It really makes printing much more bearable if you're in the room. Like just some generic bag. Yeah.
Hello.
There it is. Now let's turn it on. So it's booting up. Have to install the update. Oh, I forgot. Also, we forgot the remove that here. Let's go with English. Global, we're not in China, and then we have to enter the Wi-Fi, of course. Let's just a moment. So Wi-Fi is connecting. Wi-Fi connected, confirm. Something I noticed previously. Now we get connected to the app. Yeah, boot it on the app. So now let's go for the calibration stuff. We have to self-testing and such. Then we have to install the update, and all will take some time. And one thing I noticed, like the app is not showing the printer yet. Something I noticed before, and I had to deactivate and reactivate the Wi-Fi to actually get my IP address in the thing. So that was something I had been noticing before. Does that sound good or bad? Yeah, that strange sound came from the heat bed, and we're just trying to skip this because the guide is not yet available. Let's just see if we have the same problem as before. Yeah, we actually didn't get an IP. Yeah, that's the thing I told you about. Does not get an IP address, but if we deactivate and reactivate the Wi-Fi, then we should have one right away. This was so the last time, but now we have to figure out what that heatbed error is actually. See. Well, okay. Well, last time this worked right away. A little bit farther from the access point here. So, but yeah, they're connected, but we don't get an IP net, and that causes the app not to work right. So I figured out my error. I actually got the wrong screw, I guess. Got the left one instead of the right one. Yeah. It's really hard to see. There's one there. It's barely visible. Let's get the other one in again and get that one out. Stupid. Yeah, now we are cooking with gas, I guess. Something is working. So, yeah, some minor troubleshooting there. It was a bit easier on the other printer because I had better light there, I guess. Like here, I don't have installed any lamps yet, which I should probably do. Just serves as a good reminder for that. But let's install the update and then maybe try out the new PLA Pantone, their limit special edition color. I hadn't noticed before because like in my other location I cannot really open it all the way. Like that feels a little bit flimsy here, so not really trusting that. Probably like secure that with one hand while putting the filament in with the other or something. Or yeah, that's not. Does feel a little bit too heavy for the hinge there. One thing I noticed with my other machine beforehand is that like in the manual it says you have to straighten up the filament, and that's absolutely true, because if you don't do that, what actually happens is that it can pull the filament into the machine instead of into the tubing, and that's not really fun, to be honest. So already we pre-printed those here and in PETG, because I've had like some stuff and fail at like 55 degrees, so so that we don't break those things when we dry and print. Yeah. So those are actually on the printer. So if we go to start printing, we can, like, here we have them already here, pre-sliced but on PLA, and yeah, I don't trust those on PLA. I want those in PETG at least. So that was surprisingly hard. Because I have to cut up that thing here, and it looks already pretty straight. Like one bug it has at the moment is that if you load in all the filaments, that it has a tendency to. This is crooked here. Yeah. That has a tendency to pull out all the filaments if you only use one. And that's a bit annoying. If you've only printed one color, after a while all the other colors are actually out of the Ace Pro. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see if it registered the color and type already. That worked. So let's do the VFI chip. Just not sure why this is so crooked here. Ah, was my error. No, it's crossed, right. So here we have all the colors loaded. Look really nice. Oh, this one I have to redo. And that's what it's like sometimes using the other ones with it. Colors look quite nice. We'll patch the machine and then do Benchy, right? Why is that? That one not showing the color there. Yeah, like that happened again. Like it pulled in the filament, but that's actually not inside of the tube in the back, so somewhere in the machine. And actually it was the port 4 on my other Ace Pro as well, so that's strange. Second one is pulling the pink with it. Yeah, now it's there. It's coming out of the tube in the back. That's like the way to check it. Yeah, now it also registered the color there, so that's nice. Actually, yeah, firmware update, confirm. Downloading the firmware, installing the updates, and that takes a while. Then we have to reboot the machine, and yeah. So the update went through without any problems, I think. So let's just start printing. Let's take the PETG benchy, PNR benchy, ABS benchy. It's like the 15-minute benchy. Let's do that one. Should we do in blue? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a nice color. Pink ones I already have like 2. Huh. I have to bought that more. Calibration. Yeah. Do that. We bought that earlier, so now we have to do it. So let's try once again. Start printing. It actually can. Let's do all that stuff. It's dry while printing. Oh, the whole thing will take a little bit longer. Let's just get it running. Nice blue here. Yeah, now the A-Spur is starting to dry, and the printer is doing all the leveling and all, and then hopefully start to print. But that all, like the starting of the print takes. It feels like it takes longer. I'm not quite sure. It really takes longer than on a A1 or something. I think the A1 does more moving around while you're waiting. So, like they put the bed leveling there like as a default. So you do this like lightly all the time. If you don't do it, yeah. But it feels long, and there's some people complaining about that. There's one real issue is that the tube there on the print head does get some significant wear. So we're going to print the protector with the other printer, I guess, in PETG and put it there. Because for some people the tube gets just worn through, like after not quite that long a time. So yeah, we can prevent this by putting in a little clip part. I've shown this in my other video, in my short. So there she goes. Looks good so far, what I can see. The printing quality with the S1 has been absolutely top notch so far from my point of view. Software is still a lot of headroom to go, but yeah, quality has been pretty good so far. We'll see if this benchy comes out as good as the others did. At least this one's the first one I got no problems to run at all. While the bench is finishing, here's a little showcase of my other machine, where I'm doing my first multicolor print, which seems to be working quite good. The amount of poop is a little bit ungodly. Yeah. But yeah. So let's take a look at our benchy here. Got like a little bit of a defect here, but overall looks very nice. Like my reference collection here, I have a little bit of swinging here, which maybe can come from printing while drawing, maybe. Not drawing, the overhang is not quite as nice. But I found my reference collection here, the one with my torture toasters, but it's just the one from my other printer, my other S1 here. I had some stringing issues, but minor. Yeah, pretty much on par, I guess. And we have a similar, that's also Anycubic Filament, but from one of my bamboos, from the A1, I guess. Obviously a little bit worse quality here, but yeah, very much on par, I think. This is also like from the Mini, also with Anycubic Filament. A1 Mini. So, see some defect here. And that one. I think more interesting are actually those torture toasters, because this is one I printed with my other S1 up above. Got pretty good to the 0.3 tolerance, and it's actually the best toaster I've printed so far, like especially with the overhangs. Let's see. This one is from my Mini. You see the toast on top was not quite nice here. Overhangs were okay, but a little bit worse. I think the tolerance, like the back tolerance here, is absolutely perfect, which is like a little bit sticking out here. Like we got a 0.4, 0.5. They're a little bit more loose here, so tolerances are not as fine. Got a couple more here, so like not every time the toast went as bad. So I can't really read. So this was the A1, for example, which is similar, and I think this was actually some stringing, which is close, I guess. Yeah, but they all work, of course. So, but yeah, quality is absolutely good, I would say, as far as I can tell. Was it a slightly messed up taste? This was also from the Mini. So I tried dried and not dried PLA in there. So this was like bit drying. So Anycubic Filament. But like the overhang gas a little bit worse. And yeah, overall I'm really stoked with the quality of the printer. From the hardware side, software does need some work. Especially the Ace Pro is not 100% satisfactory there. And there are some minor hardware bugs, like the tubing, where we need some part to protect the tube from wearing out. It's not really a big deal, I guess, but if you don't know about it, you probably have to redo your tube there, and that's unfortunate. So I did a short on that as already. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy with my buy here. I really like the quality so far. Yeah, I think like the P1S is currently running at the same price point on sale. And I think like from the maturity level, it's probably much ahead of the S1. But on the other hand, I think the potential there is mostly done. So don't see that there's much potential to grow with the P1S. That's something I would consider if I would be in between those two machines. I think like if you need a printer that runs out of the box without any issues, the P1S is probably a better choice. But if you have a little bit of patience, you probably get more out of the S1 on a longer basis, potentially. It's like yeah. Waiting is probably good anyway. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.